minor level. But because of her advanced reading ability, they tested her, I think, in 3rd grade, and she tested at the 12th grade level. And I think I tested like 3rd grade. So anyway, they asked me, do you mind if she bumps up with you? And I guess I couldn't object. So all of a sudden, me and her were attending 4th grade together. And for the advanced people in the 70s, they decided to take them out of the regular classroom and let them use their creativity. And she was part of the school newspaper where she wrote, she drew, she interviewed people, and used the creative part of her mind instead of just the learning aspect of normal school. And there were a lot of happy times when we lived in Santa Cruz from kindergarten through 6th grade for me, you know, just walking to school. It was a different era. You know, I remember finding Eliza boy, so I picked up night crawlers. And I would put them in my pocket and I'd show her, and she was kind of interested, but not as much as me. Or I'd catch garden spiders and I'd show them to her. And you know, we had a lot of fun because we were the same age. She tried all the things my parents suggested. She was a Girl Scout. She didn't really like that. She tried softball. She didn't like that. She was more independent, what she liked to do. Again, a lot of our jobs we did the same job. Our first job, we just happened to be at the same place. So we're both recycling cans for the YMCA. We didn't talk to each other, just happenstance. And then we both independently signed up for a paper route, and we didn't know that I did it, and she didn't know we did it. So a brother and sister were quitting, so we both got those routes from a brother and sister. So she got the sister's route, I got the brother's route. So, and at that time in 7th grade, we got it in the summer. It was nice because she had money, so she could buy her own clothes, go out to movies, or however she wanted to spend it. And she enjoyed that, buying music. And she always liked working. Later in high school, she didn't really like it. I guess she was too far advanced above most people, and she wanted to do her own thing, read. And she liked to work, so she was working more in high school than attending school. She got her GED, and she was happy with that. And throughout, after high school, she followed me. I was in the CCC. She also joined it. I did construction. She was a tour guide, so even though we're in the same department, we're doing different stuff. She had to go all the way to Lone Pine. She liked it. When she got done with that, she eventually became a bartender on my dad's suggestion, and because she liked people and was creative, she liked that job. She started out in Sacramento. She really enjoyed the people, and liked, again, having the money and where she lived and everything. And finally moved back to this area because she loves this area. She went to Felton and continued working as a bartender as long as she could. She had an injury that in her, like 25 years ago, where she couldn't work. She disabled her back, and it was just hard. She was in a lot of pain. So, but she continued on, eventually moving to Paradise and getting her own house and helping people in the community. She bought books and gave them to people less fortunate. She went to the library, got her books on tape, got DVDs, whatever, and took care of her pets. She always liked having a cat, and she loved rats, and most people don't. But her rats, she spent money trying to keep them alive. They had to go to surgeries because they got cancer. So, but she had money, so that's how she wanted to spend it, because that was her family. So those are my memories of her. She was very intelligent. She'd ask a lot of hard questions to me, stuff I didn't think about, or sometimes I thought it was obscure, but I tried to answer her as best I could. But she enjoyed people. I mean, and I could tell people, you know, how many people could be a bartender? You're dealing with people that have big problems. So, yeah, she loved her marble collection. She collected stuff like I did. She collected comic books. She, like me, she had lots of books. She liked to read, and she liked life. And unfortunately, the campfire took her out early, and you know, it's just, I just have those memories, but at least there's a lot of memories that I cherish in my heart, and I'll keep with me until I die. So, you know, when you think about Kimber, you know, think about when you're listening to music or watching movies or whatever, because that's what she liked to do. I know she liked cooking. I know she liked exotic foods that I wouldn't eat, but she's probably experimental like me. I have a degree in chemistry, so I like to experiment. So, anyway, that's what I want to say about Kimber.